NY, the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own, get your phone and hear a call, we going up.
Welcome to another episode of the Eric Bernal Show. Like, comment, subscribe. The Olympics are here. Black people are athletic. What else is due? These are the things that are happening around the world, but there are girls beating up guys or guys beating... No one knows the real truth. Was she born with a... Just blank me out here, bleep me out here, Gatsby. Was she born with a... Was she born with a large... I've seen both on women, so we don't know. As always, we have Gatsby the artist here. Gatsby,
what up?
Go ahead and put your Instagram right next to me, and go give the guy a follow. We've been trending in the last 90 days, over 250 subscribers on YouTube, so we appreciate you. Again, we are still 87% male viewers. Could it be because of the guests that I have like today? We don't know. But before we get started, we're broadcasting, as you could tell, we're not in our normal studio. We're here at Call Christina Now Studios, located in Scottsdale, Arizona. What building it is, where it is, none of your goddamn business. Call Christina for any injury. I mean, a dog bites you, your man wants to leave you, but he has bread. Call her. She's good for divorce. You get rear-ended, and not in a good way, Gatsby. You go ahead and you call Christina. Look, I was in an accident. Was it by an illegal? We don't know. We don't know.
Who's to say?
He was 21. His paper said he was 48, but we don't know. Nonetheless, I got money out of the deal, and all jokes aside, she'll get you the money that you deserve. One of my friends is getting a lot more money than I did, and less happened to her. Could it be gender bias? We don't know. But as always, let's put her phone number up, Gatsby. Call Christina. Follow her at Call Christina Now or the Clout God AZ. And this has been a paid advertisement. And now for our guest. Now, is the guest. We don't need to know where I met her, where these things have happened. Now I feel like by saying that, it's going to look like I may have met her, and not even that way. We're just good Christian friends.
Always.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got Amber in the building. Amber, hello.
Hello.
Go ahead and put your Instagram right underneath you. Where can they follow you?
Amber Mitchell with 5 L's.
5 L's. You know,
because they take those L's. They take those L's.
You take them with pride, which is disturbing. But
it happens.
You know, I have a shirt on today that says "Be kind," and you have a shirt on that we'll barely call it a shirt. But you've come to some things I hosted in Scottsdale Bingo. You're kind of always there with a group of girlfriends, hanging out, having fun, having girl life, and all that thing. And I saw you, and I said, "Look, you look like someone who's not just like a dumb bitch that's hot. You actually look like a person that is very fun and interesting." And in the little bit that we've been here, good Lord Almighty. But I want to talk to you as a female perspective, and feel free to talk about whatever you want. We're going to go to different topics. We'll talk about how guys suck, how women suck.
I love that.
All of it. Everyone can get it on the Eric Bernal podcast. But how does it feel being a young girl in the city of Scottsdale?
I mean, it's fun. Like, I mean, you get the attention.
Do you pay for anything?
Honestly, yeah. I feel really bad when a guy like tries to like buy me something.
Where do you cut the threshold of where you feel bad? Where you like know there's no shot, or is it the amount?
No, not even that. Like, I feel like I just come from like a family to where like I've like grown up to like pay for your own stuff. It's like even if a guy were to like offer me something, I'd be like, oh no, let me pay half. You know, but then like if he keeps saying like no, but okay, fine, I tried.
No, that makes sense.
You know,
that makes sense. So where's the dollar? You didn't say a dollar amount. You didn't say
a dollar amount. I mean, is there like a line that you should cut?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, look, it has nothing.
If I were given the opportunity, maybe not.
Okay, so I say, do you start? Look, I don't know how the girl world works sometimes. I've never been a woman. Maybe in the next life. But I know. I always used to make a joke when I was in college. I remember this girl borrowed my car, and it got like vacuumed and car washed, and she got brand new stuff in it. I was like, you borrowed my car for 3 hours. Why'd you do this? She was like, oh no, a guy paid for it. Like, paid for my car washes. And I was like, I never want to pay for a car wash ever again in my life.
At least she did that for you.
Yeah, hey, like she did. She was
the
like,
hustle.
okay. She was like, here you go. This is a good question. Do you have any brothers?
I have 3 stepbrothers.
Stepbrothers. So maybe it won't hit the same.
Or wait, 4.
4.
My bad. 4.
A lot of guys open up a separate tab on Pornhub
I'm not very
right now.
close with them. I'm not very close with them.
It works better for the storyline.
I was doing my laundry one day.
So let me ask you a question. We always ask every girl this question. Every girl that is of some good lookingness, right, whatever. Were you always good looking, or were you ugly at some point?
I feel like I was like, I mean, I definitely grew up, but I don't think I was ever ugly.
Good. This is
That's a great answer.
Tiana Riley. Go ahead and subscribe to our OnlyFans. We had her as I think she's like at 600K, 700K followers now.
Yeah.
Same. Some girls, they'll be like, no, I was a fucking monster when I was a kid. But again, it doesn't matter because it's where you at now, not kind of where you were before. Tiana was like, I was kind of always good looking.
Yeah.
Which was like not a bad thing. Maybe some people can take it that way. But she seriously said, she's like, no, I would go to the mall at 11, 12 years old, and people would be like, hey, your daughter needs to model. Like, she's
I would
very
get that a
good
lot.
looking.
I would get that.
Did I put my water?
But I wouldn't say I was like the prettiest. Definitely not.
When do you think you got the prettiest?
After high school.
Interesting.
Yes.
What was different? Did you grow taller?
I just
you
think I knew
work out
how
more?
to do my makeup, do my hair, and like style myself.
Was the makeup a mess?
Oh, for sure. When I first started makeup, it was horrible. Horrible.
Man, I wish we could have like a photo. This is what this ugly crap look like.
Before you figured it out.
It is funny calling like good-looking girls ugly. It is one of the best.
Humbled real quick.
No, because here's the thing: it doesn't hurt them that bad. Okay, it's like
There's another man out there who will tell me otherwise.
yeah, exactly. There's somebody else who will just
Few and far between.
exactly. I would say the equivalent of that is like some girl telling a dude, that's why you have a small dick, and he's like, it could barely fit in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, who are you kidding here? But, so, again, the reason why I also like because I know you are a certain age. You don't have to say your age if you don't want to, but I know I'm 37. I'm from a different world. I remember when we passed notes, when fingering a girl was a big deal. Now it's like threesomes at 16. So I don't know that world that well. But what was different for you? I guess like, boom, you're 18, you're an adult. That means men are coming at you at every age.
Yeah, I mean, like, the difference was I was just, like, never home. Like, curfews lifted. So then I'm just, like, always going out. Especially when I turned 21. My family had a really hard time with that. Because especially when I was 21, I started working in Old Town.
Yeah.
And so then my mom, like, I was never home. I would come home at, like, 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, oh, like, where were you? But, like, at that point, I'm an adult. Like, what I'm doing is, like, what I want to do. You know what I mean?
And if it wasn't that bad, you would have told her. But
okay, but honestly, I don't think maybe it was pretty bad, but not as
it's called a spade.
not as bad as what it could be.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a parent, but I don't know what that means. So always a question, right? Because in Old Town, I would say guys my age date girls your age.
Yes.
30s.
Yes.
Girls in their, we could say 20s, obviously.
Yes.
At the beginning of that, because I always like to know, like, what's the psychology behind it, right? Because when I was in high school, the girls in high school dated the guys in college. When I was in college, the girls I went to college with dated, like, 28, 30-year-old. And
Right.
after that, it was, like, 40-plus sometimes. At 16 or 17, you probably would have been like, ew, like, that's older, right?
Yes.
Do you think that changed when you turned 21
For
after
sure.
that?
I feel like when you're like in high school, you're thinking of like what grade they're in, like, oh, a freshman dating a senior. So that just sounds really bad. But like when you get older and you're like, oh, I'm 22, I'm dating a 28-year-old. It's not that big of a deal.
No, because at that point, it's just adults.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say, I'm going to put an age on you. Let's say you're 23 and a half, okay?
Okay.
The guy you're dating is 39, okay? And your girlfriend's come up to you like, that's disgusting, dude, right? That's disgusting. Why do you think girls say that, and what is your response to that? Because I know what my response is to literally anyone who says anything about me.
I mean, I think like 39 is just like kind of up there. No, I don't know how old. Wait,
37. 37. No.
Okay, but like for
it's
like
not
a
about me.
23 and a half year old, that's like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, if you really think about it, it's crazy. But I mean, unless they don't like, if they're giving you like what you want, then that's like an exception. And also, I feel like younger guys, like they're just very immature. They take a while to like mature.
Yeah.
And like clearly, that 39-year-old can give you more than what.
Well, men peak later on in life.
For sure.
That's the thing. Women peak early on in life.
Yes.
Women are their hottest younger. They're more like desirable, and men get there later on.
Yeah.
Past 35, 40, 45, I would say. So me, it's like funny when bingo, sometimes when I yell out whatever is 25, I'm like, who's here younger than 25? And people yell out, I'm like, good, none of you fucking people talk to me, please. And obviously it's a joke.
See, there needs to be a cutoff.
It's not that needs, because I once dated a girl, I was 32, she was 23, 22, something like that. And I hung out with her for like 3 weeks before I even, because she was friends with a friend from work. No, she was sisters of a friend from work, and that's how I got introduced. And then I kind of like, it didn't hit me until I actually knew physically how many rotations around the sun she has been with on the earth and stuff. But then that goes to show me, like, does it matter? Like at that point, at that point, I thought she was like meant like 28, 29.
Yeah.
I was like, she's super dope,
Younger people nowadays look
super
so
chill.
much older.
Oh, so this brings me to my other thing, which a clip by the time this is out will be released. Me and my boy Gary Faust, check him out, Faust TV. He's now on the Drinking Bros podcast, Street Gonzo, which is an insane. I'll show you after. It's this guy. He'd love you. We talked about why Gen Z is looking a lot older, and we just looked it up because I made a reference of like this YouTuber guy, and I was like, he's 25. He looks older than me. And they say stress during their most harshest developmental years. They were going through COVID and all this other stuff. But yo, dude, a fucking building a fucking plane hit the building when I was in 8th grade. You know what I mean? So
You know a fun fact? I wasn't even alive for that.
No, yeah. If I do the math right, yeah. So like exactly, it's history. No, trust me. I wasn't around for World War II, but there's somebody's grandma who was.
I mean, I was conceived, but I was not here.
Here's another thing. Did you know that tragic events make you horny? Yes. After World War II, when all those babies were born with the boomers, it was after thinking like, imagine you thought like you were gonna die.
Right.
The whole world was at war. That's why I think it's funny people go like, this is the worst time to bring a child. I'm like, this is nothing, actually. The only difference is you know everything that's going on at the same time. Nothing could be worse than when the entire world was at war and they were dropping nuclear bombs, which they've only dropped twice in the history and never again because of how crazy it was and how we can't do that again. So what the hell was I talking about? Horniness. So that's why we talked about this, like when a funeral, people are horny during funerals. Not all.
That is so bad.
Not all. It's more. It's less. How was it, Gatsby? It was kind of like just the triggering of life and death.
Oh yeah, it's just realizing your own mortality.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
you
can
kind
see
of
that
want to live
for
in the
sure.
moment. So you ever? It's like Titanic, dude. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like, what would you do with your last moment? I guess
Honestly, though, I think about it all the time. Like, what if I would die right now? I'd be like, okay, I'd go to the bar, take a few shots, you know?
and go have fun. Like,
Yeah,
so,
for
so
sure.
You live in that way.
Can't dwell on it.
Not at all. So I guess that's perspective too. Also, I think younger girls like learning. Like they'll be like, "Yo, put me on the game," where I think a young guy probably can't. Like, "Yo, I know the same shit you know." I don't fucking know nothing.
They're just gonna follow.
I don't know how to drive stick. Why would I? It doesn't make sense. But okay. All right, what do I got going on? I'll be on tour in September with Uncle Laser Kill Tony's drunk uncle. We're going to be at the Albany Funny Bone, Buffalo Funny Bone, Syracuse Funny Bone, making our way over to Pittsburgh, then over to Hartford, Connecticut. I'm not too sure if I'll be added onto the Providence, Rhode Island shows. Albuquerque was canceled, will be rescheduled. And then in October, he'll make it back to Arizona for his return at Mic Drop Mania, located in Chandler, Arizona. 4 shows. Get your tickets. Link in my bio. Don't ask me for free tickets unless I banged you before. I've spoken to this about with a different guest, and we talk about, yeah, it's fun, right? Getting free shit, getting all these things, drinks, maybe trips, maybe gifts, right? Like all these things. But there's a cost at some point. Whether you skip out on that bill or whatever, but there is something like that at the end. I always bring this up. My mom always says, like, no matter when you choose to pay for the meal, you could choose to pay for it in the beginning, you could choose to pay for it at the end, but no matter what, you will pay for what you ordered. You know,
Right.
and sometimes it's sticky situations, and I try to tell my friends, it's not, you know, it's not worth the squeeze. You know, sometimes to put yourself in such a wax. Like, did you need to go to this party to now be locked in a room? I don't know. I'm making up scenarios of things, not really making it up, but things that I've had my own friends tell me. I'm going to go see Trey Songz, and then like at one point he's like, if y'all ain't fucking, y'all got to get out of here.
Then I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
So that's what I'm saying. So, but do you know, like, at some, like, what's the famous line? There ain't no such thing as a free trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there really isn't. Unless, I mean, it very, 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 I would say, in some cases there are, right? Like me, I would say the reason why I'm friends with so many girls, and I was a theater kid. I did theater. I had to make pretend kiss girls, and these girls were fucking stinky and shit. And I was like, you know, but they were hot. They were like hot, stinky, disgusting bitches.
Oh God.
That was the crazy part about theater. Like, not all of them guys. I'm sorry if you guys, not all of you guys were skinny, except that, you start with R.
Rachel.
Almost. But it made me realize, like, there's this component. Now, don't get me wrong. A guy's as good as his opportunity, right? Like, you ever hear, like, you could tell a lot by what a girl says yes to and what a man says no to?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And those are the things. So, have you ever been put in a situation where you're like, yo, what the fuck did I do? Why did I come here? Why did I agree to this? Because I feel like every girl has that story.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What is it? You don't, I mean, if you want to share.
No, I was invited to Miami Music Week. With,
dope.
Yes, there was like one guy that I knew from Old Town, and he was like, oh, like my friends, like they're gonna like buy this huge ass mansion, like all these girls are coming. So there's like 18 other girls.
I know this setup. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was like 18 girls to like 5 guys. And I mean, I would say it was definitely like one of the most fun trips I've ever been on.
Sure.
But when we get there, like they're all like choosing like who gets what room. Like, oh, like let me room with you. I'm like, oh no, I'm rooming with my girl over here. I made sure I got the outside casita to where I was like away from everyone, because I'm like, I'm not trying to like have like any wiggle room for them to like try to get in.
But here's my thinking. Call me crazy. I wouldn't fly, like if I was a girl, unless I was genuinely interested in the dude, I wouldn't, like, I gotta be like, yo, this is gonna be cool because I'm gonna fuck him, he's gonna take me places. I'm thinking like a chick, all right? I put a Q-tip in my ear and it feels good when you stick it in. If it, right, wasn't that the meme? If it feels anywhere close to that, then I wanna get banged out, you know, as a chick. But going somewhere and not even liking the fucking person that you're going with, to me, is one of the crazy scenarios. And then to talk shit about the person, to me, is insane. Because to me, you're just as fucking stupid to do it. Because, and I told my friends, have been in situations going to Vegas, no cars were available for rent, so they Ubered from Vegas to Phoenix.
Oh my God, how much was
It's
that?
like $400 something.
You might as well just get a flight.
There was no flights.
No.
That was the thing. The guy was willing to pay the flight back or whatever, and they had it, and because they weren't willing to give it up, he's like, well, go fuck yourself. And I told them, I said, why are you going? No, you don't understand. We're going to see Jesus. You know, like, I don't care who's performing. You guys want to perform, like, no, the weekend is not that fucking important. Lana Del Rey is not that important to wake up to a finger in your ass. You know what I mean? Like, so many crazy things. You know, so you laugh, but you know, motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah,
You'll wake up and there's a hand up your shirt. Right? I don't know if that, I'm not, look, if you're the guy.
I haven't been in that experience, but
what I'm
I
saying
believe
is,
it.
it could be that.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And all it takes is, you know, a lot of girls, but it's never happened. But it's never happened. But it's
Until
never
it
happened.
does.
And here's the thing. Why do you want to put it to a way? Now, here's me on the other flip side. Yo, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time.
Me every time.
The only thing I say is, like, make sure, like, to me, like, I'm a chick, I'm hot, I got fat ass, pussy tight, right? and a guy wants to fly me out, I want to make sure out of the 5 guys I know 1 or 2, like homies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hey motherfucker, you brought me here. You really brought me here to do this shit. Like, I'll never forgive you for the shit. And they'll be like, no, you know.
But that's the one thing. The one guy that did invite me that I thought I was like cool with, he's the one who tried things.
Oh, he wanted premarital sex.
Yes. I was like, ooh, brother, ooh.
But did you? Let me ask you a question, because I don't think you're stupid. Do you know, kind of going into it, that he may be?
For sure. But then, like, that's
scary. I mean, not scary, but like a crazy game to play.
Yes, it makes you very uncomfy. But like me, like I knew a bunch of like other girls that were going on the trip, so I was like, okay, like I can easily like maybe not easily, but try to find my way out of it.
The joys of being.
But at the end of the day, you can be the bad guy and be like, no, like fuck you, like I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'll be like, okay, I'll cut my losses. I'm gone. You know?
Man. So all right. So, what's the coolest gift you got? You don't got to tell me what you did to do it.
I didn't do anything actually. I didn't do anything. This guy, guy.
Trust me, I know guys that literally give shit away, and
for sure.
I'll tell you a story after this episode.
No, the guy, he took me and my friend shopping, and like he's just a really cool guy that I met out in Old Town. Didn't want anything. Guy. He was just like, hey, I don't want anyone.
Just wants to hang out with you.
Exactly. Well, I wouldn't even say like want to hang out. I just think that he's like a really good guy, and like he could see that like we're like good people. She's like, oh,
so
like,
you deserve things?
Of course I do.
That's how the world works.
Dude, the mental of young women is out of control. I mean, I love this girl. I love her to death. But holy shit. You're like, I deserve it because my tits are perky. You know what?
I honestly couldn't tell you why he wanted to do it, but like he
so
straight
what
up
was
said
it?
he doesn't expect anything in return or nothing.
I actually do believe it. I do believe there are guys like that because here's the thing about the dudes that became billionaires. They were losers in school, and they never fucking forgot it.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Yeah.
They never forgot it, and when they go get money, either two things. Either they're gonna pull up and be like, "Oh, hey, do you want to like actually fucking?" And you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, please, bang me out, put it in my butt." And they'll be like, "You know what? Fuck you. Hey, your friend, come with me." And then be like, Rich people who mostly, I would say though, these brainiacs, they live for that revenge moment.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
And then there's some guys who've made maybe not that much, like not billionaires has, but still great money, where they're like, you know what? I don't think this will go anywhere, but it is cool to have her in my life as my friend.
Yeah.
Because to pretend that when I make a bunch of money, that I'm not gonna hold down some of my homegirls and homeboys, like that doesn't mean I want to fuck my boyfriends and my girlfriends, or doesn't mean that. It just means like this is from the bottom of my heart. But it would be from people I knew before I made money. I guess that's the difference with me. We still have to go over what they bought you. What you get? Purse?
No.
YSL?
No, we were actually about to go to Coachella, and like we were like looking for like outfits. And like, oh, like let's go to Louis Vuitton. And then he was like, oh, like you should try this on. It was like a whole ass outfit and shoes. Like,
What's the dollar sign? What are we talking about? If you had to guess, round up, round down.
Maybe like $2,000, $3,000. Not that much.
Light work.
I mean, that's still a lot. That's still a lot.
$2,000 for an outfit?
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't remember how much exactly it was.
What did it cover?
It was a top.
That was just a top?
It was a top, and then I got like a bandana, and then I got some slides.
That was $900.
Hey, the bandana outfits are fire.
That shit could have fed a village. But you know what? This bandana does go well with the time.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, but look, we're not here to judge, but a little bit.
It's Coachella.
Look, here's the thing. Me and Gatsby are no strangers to girls getting this stuff for no fucking reason. It's actually what makes it even weirder sometimes when a guy, right?
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. I felt really bad. Like I don't like taking things like that.
But I don't think that was a take thing. It was more like it was offered.
For
One
sure.
thing, you want to know what I think is fucking... Dude, I don't even care if this fucking girl watches this shit. One of the gayest shit I ever seen a girl do, okay? Is that she's fucking my boy, works in Old Town. We'll say work. Sends her a text message of a link to a dress that's like $1,800.
She's sending him this?
And then I'm with him. And he sends her a link to like a jacket that he wants. And she goes, I don't understand. And he goes, oh, I thought we're just sending each other stuff that we're into. And
Hey,
she was
good
like,
for him.
She was like, no, like, I want you to get me that. That I can't fuck with. That type of shit. Only because one, if that's your husband, then by all means, that's not your husband. That's some dude who's splitting you in two every Saturday and Sunday, maybe.
See, I could never ask.
Okay, you know what she did? And I read the thread. It said, well then, I can't keep having sex with you if you're not gonna be buying me things because
that's a prostitute right there.
I'm worth more.
Yeah.
I think the word worth gets thrown around a lot. You're worth.
Yeah.
Why are you worth an $1,800 dress? Well, if that's the case, I'm worth all the gold in the world and all the diamonds and all the iPhones and all the because it's just something I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like that, when I read that, I was like, this is.
I feel like
gross,
your worth
dude.
doesn't come down to an object.
Your worth is what that other person sees you, values you, not what you do.
Yeah.
Now, because we can be delirious and say like, oh, like I deserve it. I deserve this, I deserve that, whatever. I think when it comes down to the person you're fucking with, they will see the worth. Whatever that may be, like you're just a great person to hang out with, you're lifted that person up when times are tough, maybe you held them down when he didn't have food at the 20,000.
Yeah, but that, again, doesn't come down to an object. Like, you know, I'm not going to ask them to give me something.
So what do you think? A girl texting a guy a link to a very expensive dress, which I think $1,800 is expensive, not according to you, but
right.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, I would never.
Just because he's banging her.
Yeah, no.
It's like, well, if you're gonna keep having sex,
oh, go find a sugar daddy.
Right? Because to me, there's different items for different aisles, right? Now, if you're a sugar daddy, I don't feel bad at all for you.
Yeah.
Because this is what you want to do.
Exactly.
If you want to look, to me, you're like a fucking idiot. But that's just me. And to her, she's winning. And that's good for her. And whatever exchange that there has to be, good for y'all. But I'm never going to be like, if you ask me like, yo, dude, what I do is cool, right? I'm like, no. I think it's the
No, you're a fucking loser.
Like, I have sex with girls for free.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Why do you think I worked on my personality for fucking 100 years? And you know what I mean? Like, what do you think? I look, the reason I'm funny is because I'm not 6'4". Like, these are the things.
Do you think you wouldn't be funny if you were 6'4"?
Correct. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I think men are strategic in any way, right? So it's never survival of the fittest. It's survival of the more likely, the survival of who was able to adapt. Okay, let's say you're the goal.
Okay.
You're the goal. There's a guy who's 6'2", 6'3". I don't know if that's short in your world, but he, you know,
yeah.
I'm 5'7" 3/4. Well, 5'8", but we're not gonna go there. We don't like to say 5'8" anymore because the girl took out a measuring tape on me, and we're not, you know.
No,
whatever.
we'll collectively agree on 5'8".
5'8". Okay. To attract you, to him there is we'll just show on the screen. There is a line to you that's more shorter than for me. Because the goal is still you. I gotta go stop by the personality depot right here, right? I gotta go stop by the energetic good time store, 99-cent store, whatever, and collect all these hats. That's why a lot of good-looking guys, they lack personality. It's not all of them, because I do know my friends who are tall and very good, but there's a reason why there is no real tall comics.
I can see that.
Right?
And I also get where you're coming from, where like good-looking guys, like they don't have personality.
so there's less of a pathway, right? But honestly, I've liked it. I've enjoyed it because I think I said this I was just on a podcast in Austin. Go check it out. It's called Y'Alternative Podcast with Rebecca. She has boobs. Anyways, and she has boobs. She was white. Check her out. We'll put a clip somewhere. I was telling her that, I'm okay with this because there was a situation where I was at Maya. Maya is, for all our New York and New Jersey, Florida people that are listening, Maya is a pool party day club, and then people are basically naked. But a couple years ago, I was there, and this girl ended up dating for a little bit. Went over like where she saw me. She knew of me, but didn't really whatever.
No, you personally.
But she saw me with 5 guys that were all like over 6'2". It was kind of hilarious, right? And there I am.
It's your security.
Yeah. And so it's funny because later on that night, me and her end up talking. We end up going back to my place, right? The conversation was, I was with like really good looking dudes. Like you could have had your pick of the litter. And she goes, you know what turned me off about them? I was taking note that they were just listening to you on where to go next, what you're doing. And to me, like, that's the guy I want to hang out with.
Right.
I don't want to hang out with no fucking dude. She was like, what did she say? She goes, personally, there's nothing worse than dating a dude who's a follower.
For sure.
And he's like, oh, well, Dan said we're going to go here, or Jacob said, or... How funny I use Dan and Jacob and hi-fi. I don't know, maybe fresh on my mind. I didn't even mean it that way.
Wait, is this real name Jacob?
But, no, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, Tyrone told us we're going to go bowling tonight.
Yeah.
And they're like, babe, you said you hate bowling. But, yeah, but Tyrone said... You know, a dude who is, quote-unquote, alpha, or just more or less... I don't do shit I don't want to do. Ever.
Yeah.
Anymore. It's a new thing I've been doing.
You learn it.
I don't do a goddamn thing I don't want to do.
No, I used to, like, when I was younger, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go for the most fit, most hot guy. But then...
Nothing wrong with that either.
Yes, but, like, soon you learn, like, oh, they're boring as shit. But,
Yeah.
like, now if you see my track record, I mean, they're not the hottest, but their personality is what gets me.
Here's the thing, though. What you do with someone else doesn't got to make sense to no one else.
Exactly, yeah.
It doesn't have to make sense to literally anyone else but you. If you're dating some dude who's, I don't know, put in the specs here, 5 foot, whatever, this much weight, likes to wear red a lot, green a lot, blue, whatever is like a thing. It's like, that's weird. He wears green a lot. It don't gotta make sense to anyone else. I think that's where people get extremely lost, is that they think that they have to make sense to people, and you don't. You don't. Hey, Amber, why you like that? You know, like, you put your leg over your head, and my boyfriend was like, bitch, I don't know, this is how I am. I don't mean it in any other special way. I'm just fucking crazy. I'm a crazy bitch. I just like this shit. Right? I think there's power in that. And that's something that I have seen in you. You're fucking wow. I need someone, because you'd be amazed how many girls go, oh, you don't understand. I'll talk about anything. And then they get here and they're like,
Yeah.
Hi, I like the color blue. And I'm like, what happened to this girl, right? What happened to this person? And it's freeing to be like, yeah, fuck it. I like this. Like, when we were talking, who were we talking to? Was it Tiana? And she was just like, yeah, so I was blowing my boyfriend. And blah, blah.
No.
And we're like, oh, like there's power in just saying what the fuck you feel.
Yeah.
And let everyone else decide on how they're going to feel about it.
But, like, those are the, like, people who, like, want to go on stuff like this. I feel like they look at people and, like, oh, I want to be like that on there. But then they get here and they're like,
oh, yeah. I just think
ooh.
That's why I can see it in you. Like, you're like, doing your own thing. You're always fun. You're always having a good time.
Yeah, I honestly don't care what people think.
That's
I don't.
That's a superpower.
Yeah.
That's a superpower. Let's see if we have any questions. Gatsby, do you have anything for her while we wait? Do you have anything to ask a good-looking girl from Scottsdale, Arizona that might be 22?
Might be.
What's the best way for a guy to have a chance to bang you out? Okay, thank you for that question.
What is the best? Personality.
Personality will.
That's where they get me. They really do.
Is where they get the panties off, right?
Yeah.
I used to always say, good looks may open the door, may let you in the door, but personality is what undresses her for sure.
For sure.
Eric Bernal Show is brought to you by Snow Teeth Whitening. Snow Teeth Whitening. Right here, as our first guest, Amber will be receiving that, and go ahead and read out what it does for you.
Teeth brightening serum for instant temporary brightening.
Who
Mint
does
flavor?
Look at that. With special discount code Eric B, receive 20% off anything. These are even discounted stuff that's on the site. If you've seen Snow Teeth Whitening, it's been on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It's sold in Nordstrom. It's worn by
Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner. Actually, there's a video on Snow, and and go ahead and check it out. Eric B, 20% off everything, and Amber will be our first guest, so we can get those teeth nice and wide. Sweet.
Ooh.
This has been a paid advertisement. Hey, what do you got in your hands?
I got Snow Teeth Brightening Serum.
Oh my gosh.
Have you never used it before?
No, did you get it at full price?
No, I got it for 20% off with Eric B.
As the discount code?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, guys, don't just stand there. There's a pretty girl here trying to tell you Eric B gives you 20% off. Is that even on discounted products already?
Yeah.
Whoa. 20% off Eric B. Gatsby. This is a great. I'm loving this episode. I feel like she's my Caucasian sister. Strong hold on the cock.
Yeah.
Now, is there a conspiracy? While he's looking it up, is there a conspiracy theory that you're into?
I mean, recently I found out that eels, they all like at one time of like a certain time of the year, they all point towards the Bermuda Triangle, and they don't mate, so no one knows how they're like reproducing.
Whoa.
So they think that is like aliens.
Like they're aliens?
If you
Yes.
look at eels, they do look like something that's not from the earth.
Yeah.
They're also like octopus.
Yeah, they say octopus are aliens.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
They think they came on like a meteorite or something.
How about this?
I could believe that.
Have you ever been scuba diving?
I have. Oh,
Okay.
wait, not scuba diving, but I've been
Snorkeling.
Snorkeling, yeah.
So scuba diving is when you submerge yourself all the way. I was
Right.
50 feet underneath in Cancun, second largest coral reef in the world. There is a strong argument, I think, that there's like this separate world down there. I'm telling you, when I walked on the ground, and I don't know why I did all this, but there's like trees and
like underwater?
yeah, there's like big.
There's that like Atlantis, isn't there?
So Atlantis, funny that you say that. The Instagram Bright Insight, Gatsby. If we can put Bright Insight, I want to shout Bright Insight because he's from Gilbert, Arizona. Oh, really? He's been on Joe Rogan several times. He feels like he's found Atlantis, which is called the Eye of the Sahara. The Eye of the I'm a nerd. This is the shit that like gets girls really wet. Just wait. So about the Eye of the Sahara, and basically the way it is said in certain writings and Plato's tellings, and that there's these three rings, and obviously there's something catastrophic, and it outlines what was surrounding it, and it kind of all like makes sense. So this guy from Gilbert, Arizona, which is nuts. When he talked about it, he was like, "Yeah, I'm from Gilbert, Arizona." I'm like, "Are you on Joe Rogan?" I'm like, "Let's be friends." So I'm a history nut, but also obviously the pyramids. He always does videos of like how those blocks could never be lifted. If you took the strongest, what's it called, the crane?
Yeah.
It couldn't pick it up. It would snap in half, even with
The
like
crane would?
Yeah, even with titanium chaining and stuff like that. I know all the girls out there. Maybe this is why we have 87% men watching, just talking nerd shit. Do you have a conspiracy theory for us?
Did you ever hear that like the celebrities, like when they name their kids, it's always something outlandish?
Yeah.
That's so they can't look them up. They said that they tell the media that that's what they named their kids. That's not actually.
So it's
what
not actually their name.
That's not actually their name.
That kind of makes sense.
So that they can't look them up or find them anywhere or know that that's their kid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you don't think like Northwest is actually Northwest?
Maybe
not. Maybe not.
I feel like that was real though.
I think
that one's real.
I mean,
yeah,
here's the
for
thing.
sure. They're all kind of fucked
And
up
that
in
celebrity,
the head.
because they value celebrity so much, that's why. But I think in other places where like somebody was named Apple and
Apple.
and Elon Musk's kids like
it's like symbols.
One of them is like an equation, square root of your ass or something. No, I think every day, like, I feel like I know something, I know nothing. Do you understand me?
That's the best way to go about it.
I had a dream, and this is not Martin Luther King. I had a dream, literally, my dreams have been becoming more and more vivid.
Yeah.
I keep having this dream that I'm in water, and I'm surviving it. Like, I'm just chilling in the water, and I can see my bed in the water, and I'm like, navigating with my bed as kind of like my boat underneath the water. I don't know what that means, but I masturbated and it was gone. I didn't have to do it no more.
Wet dreams.
Ambi-Bambi, is that what they call you? Ambi-Bambi, you freaking... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be you for Halloween.
Are you?
Actually, Gatsby, I'm gonna get a Def Leppard shirt just like that. I'm gonna wear
I'll just loan you this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it, and then I'll just have half my tit hanging out from the bottom. It's gonna be good. I have my hair like that. No, this is.
We can find you a wig.
Yo,
we can get you one.
Steal me one. Have one of your friends buy me one. What is? I'm gonna let you answer this, and I'm gonna say what I think. What a guy you just met. What is the best? He asks you out. You say yes. What is the best date? First date to get to know someone.
Did you say you're gonna answer first, or
I'll go second.
Okay, I would say it have to be like an activity. Like I'll use a date that I did for an example that I had a lot of fun on. We went to Mavericks and played like all the video games.
Well, that's fun.
Went
That's a great
bowling. Like I feel like that's a good icebreaker when you're just like sitting at dinner. Like it could get like really awkward, and that's when like you start talking about things that you're not supposed to talk about on the first date.
Yeah.
You know, like.
It's like, so who are you voting for?
No, I went on a date. I went on a date like that went like that, and I was just like, "Get me out, get me out."
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was bad.
That is crazy. So I agree. I think if you are gonna eat, if this bitch is starving, you have to take her somewhere. Like lunch, dinner is serious. I'm a big advocate of dinner being just way too serious. It's alluding that something is happening at night too. Like after this, we have to go to bed, right? You know?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Where I think lunch it's more relaxed. You can kind of wear what you want, and after it, you can be like, "Do you want to do Top Golf real fast?" Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It could go to
Yeah.
something else. Where it could at the end just be like, "This was fun." Whatever, and then you ghost them forever, which women do. Which is another question, Gatsby.
Yes.
Oh, this woman, I forgot we have a good-looking person here to answer these good-looking girl questions. Fuck you.
I'll take it.
That came from like 8th grade Eric, who was like in love with a girl that was blonde, and she was just like so into me, but now she's fat and ugly with 12 kids. Anyways, see how God works?
Good for her.
At what point do you know you're not texting this person back ever again?
When they become like too obsessive, you know. And honestly,
Explain.
okay, coming from me, I feel like I'm a very hard person. Like let people like love me. So
You're a very hard person to let someone love you?
Yes.
So you're difficult.
yeah, and
So you're
just
like,
slim it down. Yeah,
so you're a nightmare.
I wouldn't say a nightmare,
But
but
you end up being a dream.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure. But like if a guy were to like just be overly obsessive, like I'll use for example, there's this guy that like I saw like 2 years ago before I was 21. Like I really liked him at the time, but then he ghosted me. And then when he realized like I started working out in Old Town Scottsdale,
You
I
became
got hot.
the bad bitch.
Yeah, I became a bad bitch. And then he like constantly was texting me literally like every day, like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?" And I'm like,
Would
I
he-
never
would he ever
answered.
call?
Yes, he would call.
And leave do people?
No, he never left.
Oh,
left a
dude,
message.
a guy leaving messages. Let me tell you something. Hey, fellas, when you leave a message, and because she hasn't texted you back in days and haven't returned your calls, you look fucking crazy, dude.
No, you look desperate. You look
help.
desperate.
You look like you need a gallon of water straight to the vein because of the thirst that is protruding out of all orifices. No, I never leave a message. Even if I hate you, bitch, I will never leave a message. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
those make great voicemails.
no, and that's the thing. I do have a voicemail where girls like, it's like from 2016. She's like, just want to let you know, you ain't gonna do shit with that comedy, all right? I'm like,
Now look at me now, bitch.
oh, we'll cut into this and we'll keep talking because I'm enjoying this talk. All right, so back to girl shit. Because dude, we need. I mean, this is like being in the teacher's lounge when you're a kid. Like you want to ask the questions. Right?
I feel like I'm on like the morning announcements.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I need you to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge. Oh wait, right hand. I
That's
pledge
right.
allegiance.
What was that part in the Olympics? The girl went like this, and she goes, "Oop."
Oh,
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
Oh, let's.
She's gorgeous.
How about this? Oh shoot. Yo, the women in the Olympics need to fucking just take a knife and stab me with it. And take me out of my fucking misery. That's how I want to die. It's by the blood of them. Anyways, you'll notice that this happens a lot. I want you to be okay. I'm a cool dude. I'm a cool dude. Whatever you want to hang out with me. You're gonna teach girls how not to be on the phone with a guy. What questions not to ask. Don't be that bitch. So
Okay.
you're gonna call me and just ask me what. The whole point is you want to hang out,
Okay.
but you're being a little too much. What are girls doing wrong? And even it'd be good looking
So
girls.
I need to do what they shouldn't do.
What they shouldn't do.
Okay.
All right, and then cool.
But I want to hang out with this guy.
You want to hang out with this guy, and I'm just gonna be like, just kind of reacting to what you say. Where are these girls doing it wrong? Because there's some girls who are actually good looking, and their phone etiquette is like crazy. Like they'll be like, I mean, I don't know. You tell me, and then I'll be the guy that it cringes when I hear it. Hear people talk like this. If you want, I'll go first. Doesn't matter.
All right.
All right. So
I'll try.
You'll try. You'll be the annoying one.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, will you give me a ring?
Ring.
Oh, what's up?
Oh my God. Hey, like, what are you doing tonight?
I don't know. I was thinking about stepping out. Not sure yet.
Well, let me know, like, when you go out. Like, I want to hang out.
Okay. Just you?
No, it's like a couple of me and my girlfriends.
What's me and my girlfriend? How many is that?
I'd say about, like, there's Tatum. Yeah, just Tatum. Like, reality.
Okay. And what are you trying to do? Were you just trying to get drinks?
Yeah, let's go get some drinks. Let's, like, pop around the clubs. Like, just, like, bounce around.
Okay. All right. Well, what if I don't go out? Do you want to just come over?
Can Tatum come with me?
Jesus Christ. All right, you're right. That's good. That's good. That's an annoying bitch.
I'm not even joking.
No, but that's good.
That is the reality
Hey,
of
guess
our
what? The
fucking
dude's gonna be
friendship.
like this. Sure, bring her over. Hey, Tatum, how you doing? You wanna put on? I brought you shorts that you can put on too. All right.
Hey, it worked once.
So ready? Let's finish this off with a good
let's
one.
close it out.
Let's close it out. Which one is your favorite boob?
My right. I used to have a third nipple underneath my left tit. And yeah. And I had to get it removed because it started growing.
Oh.
Yeah, so my right boob.
Oh yeah, you're so hot. Yo, what the fuck is going on in Scottsdale, dude? The fucking
Hey, a lot of people have a third nipple.
dude,
A lot of people.
Reposado's growing a third nipple and shit. Guys, this has been the Eric Bernal Show. As always, go fuck yourself. Thank you.
NY, the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal Show. It's Scottsdale. Very own. Get your phone and hear a call. We going up. Now let them know. SVO. Sleepy.